Hashtag the 401k loophole Wall Street buried, it's costing you thousands. Hashtag hook midnight to 0:30. Show, stock market ticker sliding downward in red. The average American loses $127,000 to hidden 401k fees by retirement. $127,000. That's not a typo. That's not some worst-case scenario. That's the median number, according to the Department of Labor. And if you're watching this, there's a good chance this affects you. Show, couple at kitchen table, stressed, looking at retirement statement. Most people think their 401k is free. It's not. It's the opposite of free. Your money is getting siphoned off before you even see the growth, and your employer's benefits administrator isn't going to volunteer that information. Stay with me, because in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what to do about it and how to move your money in a way that actually keeps more of it working for you. Hashtag, Section 1, the fee trap. Show, animated breakdown of a pie chart, one slice labeled your return, rest labeled fees. Here's what I want you to ask yourself right now: do you actually know what you're paying? Most of you don't. And that's not your fault, it's by design. When you put money into your 401k, 3 layers of fees start working against you. Think of it like a leaky bucket. You're pouring water in, but there are holes everywhere. Layer 1, expense ratios. Show, fund prospectus document being highlighted. Every mutual fund or index fund in your 401k charges what's called an expense ratio. This is an annual percentage fee, usually between 0.3% and 1.5%, that gets deducted automatically from your investment returns. You never write a check. You never see the money leave. It just vanishes. Now here's the thing. 1% doesn't sound like much. But over 20 years? On a $500,000 balance? That's not 1% one time. That's 1% every single year. That compounds to nearly $130,000 in lost growth. Show, calculator graphic showing compound effect. Think of expense ratios like paying rent on your own money. Except the landlord is the fund company, and the rent never stops. The solution * log into your 401k right now. Go to the fund details page. Find the expense ratio. If it's above 0.5%, you have a problem. Most index funds today charge 0.03% to 0.10%. If yours are at 0.8%, you're bleeding money. Layer 2, advisor fees, the hidden tax. Show, financial advisor in an office, nodding at client across desk. Now, some of you pay an advisor to manage your 401k. You think they're worth it because they seem smart and confident, right? Maybe they send you a quarterly report. Maybe they call once a year. But wait, it gets worse. Many advisors charge what's called a 1% AUM fee. That's assets under management. So if you've got $600,000 saved up, you're paying them $6,000 a year. Every year. Whether the market goes up or down. Show, advisor's commission statement document. That sounds fair until you realize, over 30 years, that 1% advisory fee can cost you $300,000 to $400,000 in lost compound growth. And here's the kicker: most advisors are not fiduciaries, meaning they're not legally required to put your interests first. They're salespeople in nice suits. They get paid more when they move your money around, when they put you in higher fee funds, when they keep you confused enough to stay dependent on them. The solution * fire your 401k advisor, or find one who's a fee-only fiduciary, meaning they charge a flat fee, not a percentage, and they legally have to act in your best interest. Or better yet, manage a simple portfolio yourself using low-cost index funds. I'll show you how in a second. Layer 3, plan administration fees. Show, employer benefits office, HR paperwork being filed. Your employer's 401k provider, Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab, whoever, charges your plan an administrative fee. Processing transactions. Holding customer service lines. Maintaining servers. Someone's gotta pay for that, and guess who? You. These fees are buried in the plan documents, the ones nobody reads. They're usually $100 to $300 per person per year, but they add up fast on a large plan. Now here's what I want you to ask yourself: would you tolerate these fees if you saw them clearly deducted every month? Of course not. But because they're invisible, nobody notices. That's not a coincidence. That's the whole architecture of the system. #midroll CTA 630. If this is useful, and I know it is because I'm showing you money sitting on the table, hit that subscribe button right now. I publish videos like this every single week, and I don't want you to miss what's coming next. We're talking retirement income strategies, Social Security optimization, tax-free money moves. You want to see that stuff? Subscribe now. Section 2, the choice you have right now. Show, split screen, 401k on left, IRA on right. Here's where most people get it completely wrong. They think they're stuck with their 401k. Like it's a prison and they have to serve their time. You're not stuck. What you can do is roll your money out. Show, rollover form, pen signing it. If you've left a job or if you're planning to leave, you can do a 401k rollover into an IRA, individual retirement account. This is legal, it's free, and it takes about 30 days. Here's why this matters: IRAs give you access to thousands of investment options, and you can choose the ones with the lowest fees in the entire universe, not just the limited menu your employer picked for you. For example, you can move your money into a Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund with an expense ratio of 0.03%. That's not a typo. 3 basis points. Compare that to the 1.2% fund your 401k probably buried in the plan options, and you can see why Wall Street doesn't advertise this loophole. The math asterisk. Stay in your 401k with 1% fees, $600,000 becomes $1.2 million in 25 years. Roll over to low-cost IRA with 0.1% fees, $600,000 becomes $1.96 million in 25 years. That's $760,000 difference, from a choice that takes 30 minutes. Show, checkmark next to rollover complete. But what if you're still employed? Show, person at desk, still at current job. You might have access to an in-service rollover. Some plans allow this. Call your HR department and ask, can I do an in-service Roth conversion or non-Roth IRA rollover? If they say yes, and about 50% of plans do now, you can move money today without waiting to leave your job. The solution: call your plan administrator this week. Ask 3 questions. 1. What are my fund expense ratios? Get the actual percentages. 2. Do you allow in-service rollovers? 3. What's the process if I leave the company? Write down the answers. You'll need them. Section 3, the Roth conversion play. Show, tax code document being flipped through. And I'll tell you exactly how to weaponize this, but first, you need to understand one more thing. Traditional 401k as are tax deferred. Roth accounts are tax-free growth forever. Most of you have been taught to max out your traditional 401k because taxes will be lower in retirement. But here's what's actually happening: you're betting that tax rates will go down. And right now, the US debt is exploding. Congress is printing money. Tax rates are almost certainly going up. Show, US debt clock accelerating. So when you take that $600,000 out in retirement, you might owe 35% in taxes instead of the 22% you're paying now. That's $72,000 you didn't budget for. Now here's the loophole asterisk. You can do a Roth conversion. Move money from your traditional 401k or IRA into a Roth. You pay taxes now at today's rates, which are historically low. Then everything grows tax-free forever. For people ages 40 to 60, this is absolutely game-changing. Show, couple reviewing tax calculator, nodding. Why? Because you've got 5 to 25 years of tax-free growth ahead of you. Even if you pay 22% in taxes to convert, the tax-free compound growth over 2 decades pays that back and then some. Here's a real example. Convert $100,000 from traditional to Roth. Pay $22,000 in taxes. That $100,000 grows tax-free at 7% annually for 20 years. It becomes $386,000. Compare that to the traditional account, which would have been $386,000 but you'd owe $85,000 in taxes. You net $301,000. The Roth gave you $85,000 more. Show, bar chart comparison. And that's not even accounting for the fact that required minimum distributions, RMDs, from traditional accounts will push you into higher tax brackets and cause your Social Security to be taxed, which is a completely separate problem. The solution: in years when you're between jobs, or in years when your income is low, do a small Roth conversion. $10,000. $25,000. Whatever keeps you in a reasonable tax bracket. Then your rolling IRA sits there growing tax-free for decades. Your future self will thank you. #close. Show, summary graphics appearing on screen. Here's what we covered. First, your 401k fees are costing you 6 figures in lost growth because Wall Street profits when you're confused and invisible. Second, you're not trapped. Roll to a low-cost IRA, ask about in-service conversions, and cut your expense ratios from 1% plus down to 0.1%. Third, do Roth conversions in low-income years to lock in today's tax rates and get tax-free growth for the next 20 to 30 years of your life. The link to my video on Roth conversion strategies is right up here. Watch that next, because what I cover there could save you thousands in taxes before you retire. #.